Have you ever wondered why some cheeses could be secretly harming your health while others might actually help you live longer? If you're over 60, the choices you make in the cheese aisle could be the difference between a vibrant, healthy future and serious risks to your heart, brain, and longevity. Did you know that nearly 99% of seniors are unknowingly eating cheeses that could double their heart attack risk and slash their chances of reaching 80 by 40%? The supermarket cheese section may look innocent, but it's hiding dangerous secrets that could quietly sabotage your health. In this video, we're revealing the 4 cheeses you must add to your plate to boost your nutrition and protect your body, and the 4 you need to avoid at all costs to steer clear of skyrocketing stroke risks and other health hazards. You need to watch this video until the end because we're breaking down the cold, hard science behind these choices, giving you the knowledge to make every meal work for you, not against you, so you can take control of your health and thrive in your golden years. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. Number 4. Aged Gouda. Aged Gouda, particularly when matured for 18 months or more, is far more than a delectable cheese. It's a superfood in disguise, delivering an extraordinary array of health benefits that stem from its unique aging process. This Dutch masterpiece undergoes a remarkable transformation at the molecular level during its extended maturation, evolving from a humble dairy product into a nutritional juggernaut that supports vitality across multiple systems of the body. The magic of aged Gouda begins with its protein content. As the cheese ages, its proteins are broken down by natural enzymes into smaller, highly digestible compounds known as peptides. Unlike the complex proteins found in fresh cheeses, these peptides are easily absorbed by the body, making aged Gouda an ideal protein source for individuals with sensitive digestive systems or those whose digestion becomes less efficient with age. This enhanced digestibility ensures that the body can efficiently utilize the protein for muscle repair, immune function, and overall cellular health. What truly sets aged Gouda apart, however, is its impressive concentration of vitamin K2, menaquinone, a lesser-known but critically important nutrient that plays a pivotal role in cardiovascular and skeletal health. Vitamin K2 acts like a skilled traffic conductor in your body, directing calcium to where it's needed most, your bones and teeth, while preventing it from accumulating in your arteries, where it can form dangerous calcified plaques. Research from Japan, including studies published in the Journal of Nutrition, has demonstrated that higher dietary intake of vitamin K2 is associated with up to a 50% reduction in arterial calcification and a significant decrease in the risk of cardiovascular events. Additionally, K2 strengthens bones by activating osteocalcin, a protein that binds calcium to the bone matrix, reducing the risk of osteoporosis and fractures. A single ounce of aged Gouda delivers approximately 75 micrograms of vitamin K2, a dose that surpasses the weekly intake of many individuals and makes this cheese a standout source of this vital nutrient. Beyond vitamin K2, aged Gouda is rich in conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, a naturally occurring fatty acid with potent health benefits. Studies, such as those published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, suggest that CLA may help reduce body fat, enhance immune function, and even exhibit anti-cancer properties by inhibiting the growth of certain tumor cells. This makes aged Gouda a valuable addition to a diet aimed at maintaining a healthy weight and preventing chronic diseases. Another remarkable feature of aged Gouda is its low lactose content. The prolonged aging process eliminates most of the lactose, rendering the cheese highly tolerable for those with lactose intolerance. This makes it an accessible source of dairy-based nutrition for a wide range of individuals who might otherwise avoid cheese due to digestive concerns. The aging process also fosters the development of beneficial bacteria that produce postbiotics, bioactive compounds that combine the benefits of prebiotics and probiotics. These postbiotics support gut health by nourishing the gut microbiome, reducing systemic inflammation, and potentially improving mental well-being through the gut-brain axis. Emerging research, such as studies in Nature Reviews Gastroenterology and Hepatology, highlights the role of postbiotics in modulating mood and cognitive function, suggesting that aged Gouda could contribute to emotional resilience and mental clarity. To maximize the health benefits and sensory experience of aged Gouda, it's best consumed at room temperature, as this allows its complex, nutty flavors to fully develop and enhances the bioavailability of its nutrients. A serving size of 1 to 1.5 ounces, paired with apple slices or whole grain crackers, provides a balanced combination of nutrients. The fiber and prebiotics in these pairings work synergistically with the cheese's postbiotics to promote optimal gut health, while the slow-release carbohydrates help stabilize blood sugar levels and prolong satiety. Whether enjoyed as a snack or incorporated into a meal, aged Gouda is a delicious and nutrient-dense choice that elevates both health and culinary enjoyment. Number 3. Genuine Parmesan cheese. Authentic Parmigiano Reggiano, the iconic Italian cheese often referred to simply as Parmesan, is not just a culinary delight but a nutritional marvel that has been crafted using time-honored methods for nearly 9 centuries. Unlike the pre-grated shelf-stable imitations found in green cans, which are often diluted with fillers like cellulose and artificial preservatives, genuine Parmigiano Reggiano is a product of strict tradition, made exclusively in specific regions of Italy, Parma, Reggio Emilia, Modena, and parts of Bologna and Mantua, under tightly regulated standards. This meticulous process results in a cheese with an unparalleled nutritional profile, making it akin to an edible multivitamin that delights the palate while nourishing the body. A single ounce of Parmigiano Reggiano delivers approximately 10 grams of high-quality protein, but it's the nature of this protein that makes it extraordinary. The cheese undergoes a minimum aging period of 24 to 36 months, during which natural enzymes break down its proteins into highly bioavailable peptides and free amino acids. This pre-digestion process makes Parmigiano Reggiano exceptionally easy to digest, even for those with sensitive stomachs or lactose intolerance, as the aging process renders the cheese virtually lactose-free. The result is a protein source that rivals meat in quality, providing all 9 essential amino acids in an ideal ratio for supporting muscle maintenance, tissue repair, and overall metabolic health. The calcium content in Parmigiano Reggiano is nothing short of remarkable, with 1 ounce providing approximately 330 milligrams, more than a glass of milk. What sets this calcium apart is its exceptional bioavailability, which Italian researchers have estimated to be nearly 100%, compared to only about 30% for synthetic calcium supplements. This is due to the cheese's naturally balanced ratio of phosphorus and magnesium, which works synergistically to enhance calcium absorption and deposition into bones. This makes Parmigiano Reggiano an excellent choice for supporting bone density and preventing conditions like osteoporosis, particularly in aging populations. Beyond its macro and micronutrients, Parmigiano Reggiano contains unique bioactive compounds that elevate its health benefits. The cheese is rich in casomorphins, opioid-like peptides that have been shown to exert a calming effect on the nervous system, potentially reducing anxiety and promoting restful sleep. Additionally, it contains high levels of tyrosine, an amino acid that serves as a precursor to dopamine and norepinephrine, neurotransmitters that enhance mental alertness, focus, and mood. These compounds make Parmigiano Reggiano a brain-boosting food that supports cognitive function and emotional well-being. The cheese's long aging process also fosters the growth of beneficial bacteria that survive digestion and contribute to a healthy gut microbiome. These microbes produce short-chain fatty acids and other compounds that reduce inflammation and support digestive health, further enhancing the cheese's role as a functional food. To fully appreciate its nutritional and sensory qualities, Parmigiano Reggiano is best consumed in small chunks broken off with a cheese knife rather than grated, as this preserves its crystalline texture, which is a hallmark of its quality and a sign of its concentrated nutrient content. Following Italian tradition, enjoy 1 ounce after meals, perhaps drizzled with a few drops of aged balsamic vinegar, which enhances mineral absorption and complements the cheese's umami-rich flavor. This practice not only aids digestion but also provides a satisfying, nutrient-dense finish to any meal. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Number 2. Grass-fed raw cheddar. The term raw in grass-fed raw cheddar might raise eyebrows, but when properly aged for at least 60 days, as required by food safety regulations in many countries, this cheese is not only safe but also one of the most nutrient-dense foods available. Made from the milk of cows that graze on lush, nutrient-rich pastures, grass-fed raw cheddar offers a nutritional profile that far surpasses that of its pasteurized, factory-farmed counterparts. The combination of raw milk and extended aging preserves a wealth of beneficial enzymes, probiotics, and nutrients that are often destroyed during pasteurization, making this cheese a true health food. One of the standout features of grass-fed raw cheddar is its extraordinarily high content of conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, which can be up to 500% higher than in conventional cheddar. CLA is a potent anti-inflammatory fatty acid linked to reduced body fat, improved immune function, and protection against certain cancers, according to research published in journals like Cancer Research. Additionally, grass-fed raw cheddar is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which further enhance its anti-inflammatory properties and support heart and brain health. These fatty acids work together to combat chronic inflammation, a root cause of many modern diseases, from heart disease to autoimmune disorders. The vitamin profile of grass-fed raw cheddar is equally impressive. It is a powerhouse of vitamin A in its most bioavailable form, retinol, which supports vision, skin health, and immune function. The cheese also provides significant amounts of vitamin D, a nutrient critical for bone health, immune regulation, and mood stability, especially in regions with limited sunlight exposure. Perhaps most notably, grass-fed raw cheddar contains vitamin K2 in the highly potent -4 Malawian Quatches form, which is particularly effective at preventing arterial calcification and promoting bone mineralization. This makes it a vital food for cardiovascular and skeletal health. What truly distinguishes grass-fed raw cheddar is its probiotic content. Unlike pasteurized cheeses, raw cheddar retains dozens of strains of beneficial bacteria that survive the digestive process and colonize the gut. These probiotics produce short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, which nourish the cells lining the colon, reduce inflammation, and support the gut-brain axis, potentially improving mental health and cognitive function. Research in Frontiers in Microbiology highlights the role of these probiotics in enhancing immunity and protecting against gut dysbiosis, making raw cheddar a cornerstone of a gut-friendly diet. To preserve its delicate enzymes and probiotics, grass-fed raw cheddar should never be heated above 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Instead, allow it to come to room temperature for 20 to 30 minutes before eating to enhance its flavor and nutrient bioavailability. A serving of 1.5 to 2 ounces, paired with fermented vegetables like sauerkraut or pickles, creates a synergistic probiotic powerhouse that amplifies gut health benefits. This combination also provides a balance of nutrients, keeping saturated fat intake in check while delivering a concentrated dose of vitamins, minerals, and beneficial bacteria. Number 1. Swiss Gruyere. When it comes to health, flavor, and versatility, authentic Swiss Gruyere reigns supreme as the ultimate cheese. Crafted exclusively in Switzerland from the raw milk of cows grazing on pristine alpine meadows, Gruyere is a nutritional masterpiece with a unique profile that continues to astonish researchers. Its traditional production methods, combined with a minimum aging period of 12 months, create a cheese that is not only delicious but also a powerhouse of health-promoting compounds. One of the defining characteristics of Gruyere is the presence of Propionibacterium fruthenreicii, the bacteria responsible for its signature holes and nutty flavor. These bacteria produce propionic acid, a compound with remarkable health benefits. Studies, such as those published in the Journal of Lipid Research, suggest that propionic acid can lower cholesterol levels, reduce inflammation, and even inhibit the growth of certain cancer cells. Additionally, these bacteria synthesize vitamin B12 in amounts that rival or surpass most other foods, making Gruyere an exceptional choice for vegetarians or anyone at risk of B12 deficiency, which is critical for nerve function, red blood cell production, and energy metabolism. Gruyere also stands out for its high levels of glutathione precursors, particularly the amino acid cysteine and glycine. Glutathione is the body's master antioxidant, essential for detoxification, immune function, and cellular protection. As we age, our natural production of glutathione declines, increasing our vulnerability to oxidative stress and chronic disease. By providing the building blocks for glutathione synthesis, Gruyere helps bolster the body's defenses against cellular damage and supports overall longevity. The mineral content of Gruyere is equally impressive, with significant amounts of phosphorus, zinc, and selenium. These minerals work synergistically to support bone health, immune function, and thyroid regulation. The cheese's protein efficiency is another standout feature. The extended aging process breaks down proteins into D and tripeptides, which are absorbed directly by the body without requiring further digestion. Swiss studies, such as those conducted at the University of Lausanne, have shown that elderly individuals who regularly consume Gruyere maintain greater muscle mass and strength compared to those relying on other protein sources, making it an ideal food for healthy aging. Gruyere also contains lactotripeptides, bioactive peptides that have been shown to lower blood pressure naturally by inhibiting angiotensin-converting enzyme, ACE, a mechanism similar to that of certain antihypertensive medications. This makes Gruyere one of the few cheeses that actively supports cardiovascular health when consumed in moderation. To maximize its benefits, enjoy Gruyere melted gently into warm, not boiling, soups or paired with whole grain bread, which enhances the bioavailability of its B vitamins and glutathione precursors. A serving of 1 to 1.5 ounces provides a perfect balance of flavor and nutrition, delivering a concentrated dose of health-promoting compounds without overloading the system. With its unparalleled combination of taste, digestibility, and wellness benefits, Swiss Gruyere rightfully claims the top spot as the healthiest cheese you can eat. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Number 4. Processed cheese slices. Individually wrapped processed cheese slices are a staple in many households due to their convenience and long shelf life. But these products are a far cry from authentic cheese. Often marketed as a quick and easy option for sandwiches or burgers, they are legally classified as dairy but contain less than 50% actual cheese. The remainder is a complex blend of emulsifiers, preservatives, artificial colors, flavorings, and sodium-based compounds that prioritize shelf stability and texture over nutritional value. This concoction poses significant risks to your health, particularly when consumed regularly. The sodium content in processed cheese slices is alarmingly high. Just 2 slices can deliver over 600 milligrams of sodium, which accounts for more than a quarter of the American Heart Association's recommended daily limit of 2,300 milligrams, and closer to a third of the ideal 1,500 milligrams for those with hypertension or heart disease risk. Unlike regular table salt, sodium chloride, much of this sodium comes from sodium phosphates, a type of salt used to improve texture and extend shelf life. Research published in journals like Hypertension and the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition has linked excessive sodium phosphate intake to accelerated cellular aging, kidney damage, and an increased risk of cardiovascular diseases such as heart attack and stroke. These compounds can disrupt calcium metabolism, leading to weakened bones and vascular calcification over time. Beyond sodium, processed cheese slices rely heavily on emulsifiers like polysorbate 80 and carboxymethylcellulose to maintain their smooth, uniform texture. Studies, including those from Nature, 2015, have demonstrated that these emulsifiers can disrupt the gut microbiome, the community of beneficial bacteria in your digestive system. This disruption can increase intestinal permeability, commonly referred to as leaky gut, allowing harmful substances to enter the bloodstream and trigger systemic inflammation. Chronic inflammation is a known precursor to conditions like autoimmune diseases, type 2 diabetes, and even mental health disorders such as depression and anxiety, as outlined in research from Frontiers in Immunology, 2018. Artificial colors, such as yellow 5, tartrazine, and yellow 6, sunset yellow, are often added to enhance the visual appeal of processed cheese slices. These synthetic dyes have been linked to adverse health effects, particularly in children, with studies in The Lancet, 2007, associating them with hyperactivity and attention deficit disorders. In adults, they can trigger allergic reactions, asthma, and, in rare cases, may pose carcinogenic risks, as suggested by animal studies cited by the Center for Science in the Public Interest. Preservatives like sorbic acid and natamycin, while effective at preventing mold and bacterial growth, can accumulate in the body over time. Research in Environmental Health Perspectives, 2019, indicates that these compounds may disrupt the balance of gut microbiota, reducing the diversity of beneficial bacteria and potentially contributing to digestive issues and weakened immunity. One of the most misleading aspects of processed cheese slices is their marketing as a source of calcium and protein. While cheese naturally contains these nutrients, the intense processing methods, high heat, chemical treatments, and mechanical emulsification denature proteins and degrade enzymes, rendering these nutrients less bioavailable. A study in the Journal of Dairy Science, 2016, found that processed cheeses have significantly lower calcium absorption rates compared to natural cheeses due to the presence of phosphates and altered protein structures. Furthermore, many processed cheese slices contain small amounts of trans fats, often hidden under the 0 grams trans fat label due to FDA regulations allowing anything below 0.5 grams per serving to be rounded down. Regular consumption of even trace amounts of trans fats has been linked to elevated LDL, bad cholesterol, increased inflammation markers, and a higher risk of metabolic syndrome, according to the New England Journal of Medicine, 2006. In summary, processed cheese slices may be convenient, but their minimal nutritional value and high content of harmful additives make them a poor choice for health-conscious individuals. Regular consumption can contribute to a range of health issues, from cardiovascular problems to gut dysbiosis, making it wise to opt for natural cheese alternatives whenever possible. Number 3. Cheese spreads in jars. Shelf-stable cheese spreads, often sold in jars or plastic tubs and marketed for their spreadable texture and convenience, are another processed dairy product that raises serious health concerns. These products are often labeled as cheese, but bear little resemblance to their natural counterparts, consisting primarily of modified food starches, vegetable oils, and a litany of chemical additives designed to ensure a long shelf life without refrigeration. The result is a product that sacrifices nutritional integrity for convenience, posing significant risks to your health. One of the primary concerns with cheese spreads is their use of partially hydrogenated oils, a source of artificial trans fats. These fats have been so strongly linked to heart disease that many countries, including the United States, Canada, and the European Union, have implemented partial or total bans on their use in food products. A 2015 meta-analysis in the British Medical Journal confirmed that trans fats increase the risk of coronary artery disease by raising LDL cholesterol and lowering HDL, good, cholesterol. Even in trans fat-free spreads, manufacturers often substitute interesterified fats, which preliminary research in nutrition and metabolism, 2017, suggests may have similar adverse effects on lipid profiles and insulin sensitivity. These unhealthy fats make cheese spreads a ticking time bomb for cardiovascular health. The sodium content in cheese spreads is another major red flag. A typical 2-teaspoon serving can contain upwards of 500 milligrams of sodium, and most people use far more than this amount when spreading it on crackers or bread. This sodium comes not only from salt but also from a combination of sodium-based preservatives and flavor enhancers like sodium citrate, disodium phosphate, and monosodium glutamate, MSG. These compounds can cause fluid retention, elevate blood pressure, and place undue stress on the kidneys, particularly in individuals with pre-existing hypertension or kidney issues. A study in the Journal of the American Society of Nephrology, 2014, highlighted the particular dangers of sodium phosphates in processed foods, noting their role in accelerating kidney damage in susceptible populations. MSG and similar glutamate compounds, often hidden under vague labels like natural flavoring or yeast extract, are used to enhance the savory taste of cheese spreads. While generally recognized as safe by the FDA, MSG can trigger adverse reactions in sensitive individuals, including headaches, heart palpitations, and chest pain, as documented in the Journal of Allergy and Clinical Immunology, 1997. Artificial colors and flavors, such as annatto and caramel coloring, are also common in cheese spreads to mimic the appearance and taste of real cheese. These additives have been associated with allergic reactions and, in some cases, neurotoxicity, particularly in children, as noted in Toxicological Sciences, 2010. Perhaps most alarming is the potential presence of phthalates, hormone-disrupting chemicals that can leach from plastic packaging into fatty foods like cheese spreads. A 2018 study in Environmental International found detectable levels of phthalates in processed cheese products, linking these chemicals to reproductive issues, insulin resistance, and increased cancer risk. The combination of unhealthy fats, excessive sodium, chemical additives, and potential contaminants makes cheese spreads a nutritional nightmare with no redeeming qualities. Regular consumption has been associated with higher rates of obesity, type 2 diabetes, and cardiovascular disease in population studies, such as those published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2019. For those seeking a spreadable cheese, opting for natural cream cheese or fresh cheese spreads made with minimal ingredients is a far safer choice. These alternatives avoid the harmful additives and provide better nutritional value without the toxic baggage of shelf-stable cheese spreads. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Number 2. Pre-shredded cheese in bags. Pre-shredded cheese may seem like a time-saving kitchen staple, but its convenience comes at a steep cost to your health and the quality of your meals. Unlike block cheese, which is typically made from higher quality milk and minimal additives, pre-shredded cheese is loaded with anti-caking agents, preservatives, and lower-grade dairy, making it one of the least healthy cheese options available. The issues stem not from the act of shredding but from the additives and processing methods used to keep the cheese from clumping and to extend its shelf life. The primary culprit in pre-shredded cheese is the use of anti-caking agents, such as cellulose, derived from wood pulp, potato starch, or calcium sulfate. These additives can constitute up to 4% of the product's weight, according to USDA standards. While cellulose is technically non-toxic, it is completely indigestible and can cause digestive discomfort, bloating, and gas, particularly in individuals with sensitive stomachs or conditions like irritable bowel syndrome, IBS. A 2017 study in gut found that high levels of indigestible additives like cellulose can alter gut motility and exacerbate symptoms in those with pre-existing digestive issues. Additionally, these anti-caking agents coat the cheese particles, interfering with proper melting and creating an inferior texture in cooked dishes, as noted in culinary research from Food Chemistry, 2018. They also reduce nutrient absorption by forming a barrier around the cheese, limiting the bioavailability of calcium and protein. Another concerning additive in pre-shredded cheese is natamycin, an antifungal agent used to prevent mold growth during storage. While deemed safe in small amounts by regulatory agencies, natamycin is an antibiotic, and regular consumption can disrupt the gut microbiome. A healthy gut microbiome is critical for immune function, digestion, and even mental health, as outlined in Nature Reviews Microbiology, 2016. Chronic exposure to low levels of antibiotics like natamycin has been linked to reduced microbial diversity, which can contribute to conditions like inflammatory bowel disease and obesity, according to Cell Metabolism, 2015. The cheese used in pre-shredded products is often of lower quality than block cheese, sourced from milk with higher levels of hormones, antibiotics, and other contaminants. The shredding process itself increases the cheese's surface area, accelerating oxidation and nutrient degradation. This results in the formation of harmful compounds like lipid peroxides, which can contribute to inflammation and oxidative stress in the body, as noted in Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry, 2019. Additionally, pre-shredded cheese tends to have higher histamine levels due to prolonged processing and storage times. Histamines can trigger a range of symptoms in sensitive individuals, including headaches, digestive issues, skin rashes, and anxiety, particularly in the 1 to 3% of the population with histamine intolerance, as reported in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2018. The risk of bacterial contamination is another serious concern. The shredding process introduces multiple points of contact with equipment, increasing the likelihood of contamination with pathogens like Listeria monocytogenes or Escherichia coli. Several high-profile recalls of pre-shredded cheese have been issued in recent years, with the CDC reporting outbreaks linked to these products as recently as 2024. The combination of lower nutritional quality, chemical additives, potential contamination, and inferior culinary performance makes pre-shredded cheese a poor choice compared to shredding your own cheese from a high-quality block. For those who value both health and flavor, investing in a simple cheese grater and purchasing block cheese made from high-quality, preferably organic, milk is a far better option. This small effort can significantly reduce your exposure to harmful additives while ensuring better taste, texture, and nutritional value. Number 1. Blue cheese. Blue cheese, with its bold flavor and distinctive veined appearance, is beloved by many cheese enthusiasts, but it ranks as the most problematic cheese due to its unique composition and potential health risks. The characteristic blue-green veins are created by the mold Penicillium roqueforti, which is intentionally introduced during the cheese-making process to develop its pungent flavor and texture. While this mold is generally safe for most people, blue cheese harbors several compounds that can pose serious health risks, particularly for certain populations, making it a cheese to approach with caution or avoid altogether. One of the primary concerns with blue cheese is its extraordinarily high tyramine content. Tyramine is a naturally occurring compound formed during the fermentation and aging of cheese, and blue cheese contains some of the highest levels among all cheese varieties. For most people, tyramine is metabolized by the enzyme monoamine oxidase, MAO, in the body. However, individuals taking MAO inhibitors, MAOIs, medications commonly prescribed for depression, Parkinson's disease, or other neurological conditions, are at risk of a dangerous condition known as a hypertensive crisis when consuming tyramine-rich foods. A single ounce of blue cheese can contain enough tyramine to trigger severe headaches, heart palpitations, or even life-threatening spikes in blood pressure, as documented in the Journal of Clinical Psychiatry, 2006. Even in those not taking MAOIs, high tyramine levels can cause migraines, particularly in the 10 to 20% of the population prone to these debilitating headaches, according to Headache, 2014. The mold in blue cheese also produces mycotoxins, secondary metabolites that can have toxic effects in humans. While the levels of mycotoxins in blue cheese are regulated and generally considered safe for occasional consumption, regular intake can lead to their accumulation in the body. Some individuals may have undiagnosed sensitivities to these mold compounds, experiencing symptoms such as joint pain, brain fog, digestive discomfort, or chronic fatigue without realizing the connection to their blue cheese consumption. A 2019 study in toxins highlighted the potential for low-level mycotoxin exposure to contribute to chronic inflammation and immune dysregulation over time. Blue cheese is also a significant source of histamines, which are produced during the fermentation process. With histamine levels up to 10 times higher than those in most other aged cheeses, blue cheese can be particularly problematic for the estimated 1 to 3% of the population with histamine intolerance. Symptoms of histamine intolerance include headaches, hives, nasal congestion, digestive issues, anxiety, and insomnia, as noted in Allergy, 2017. These symptoms can be especially pronounced in older adults, whose ability to metabolize histamines diminishes with age. The nutritional profile of blue cheese further compounds its risks. A single ounce can contain over 400 milligrams of sodium, a significant portion of the daily recommended intake, particularly when paired with its sharp flavor, which often encourages overconsumption. The saturated fat in blue cheese is high in palmitic acid, a type of fat linked to increased inflammation and a higher risk of cardiovascular disease compared to other saturated fats, according to Circulation, 2017. Blue cheese is also one of the most calorie-dense cheeses, with approximately 100 calories per ounce, making it easy to overconsume, especially when crumbled over salads or served with high-calorie accompaniments like crackers or wine. Another concern is the potential for food-borne illness. The strong flavor of blue cheese can mask signs of spoilage, increasing the risk of consuming contaminated cheese. Spoiled blue cheese can harbor pathogens like Listeria or Salmonella, leading to serious food poisoning, particularly in vulnerable populations like older adults, pregnant women, or those with compromised immune systems. The CDC has reported outbreaks linked to soft cheeses, including blue cheese, in recent years. In conclusion, while blue cheese may be a culinary delight for some, its high tyramine, histamine, and sodium content, combined with the potential for mycotoxin exposure and foodborne illness, make it a risky choice. For those with sensitivities, medical conditions, or a desire to prioritize long-term health, milder, less processed cheeses offer a safer and more nutritious alternative. So, there you have it. The 4 cheeses that can supercharge your health and the 4 you should steer clear of to protect your heart, mind, and future, especially if you're over 60. The science is clear, and now you're armed with the knowledge to make smarter choices at the cheese counter. What have you learned from this video that surprised you the most? Maybe it's the incredible benefits of aged Gouda or the hidden dangers of processed cheese slices. We want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share one key thing you've learned today and how you plan to put it into practice in your life. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more tips to help you live healthier and stronger.